I didn't open the thing yet. This will be the final part of Rapture, hopefully. I went back, did most of the other missable trophies and stuff. Some I have to do in the next playthrough, but this will be hopefully the one for getting all the story in the entire game. And this is the point of no return. And I have no idea what's going on after. Last episode got cut like 27 to 34. That time code's just gone because Twitch noticed, oh, there's music playing in the background in the game. That's copyright. Bop, bop, bop. But none of the other games' soundtrack is copyright because logic. It's retarded. But I didn't try to appeal it or anything because they're technically right, but if they're gonna do that, they should have done the entire video. But never mind that. Now we're in to the bunker where Steven is. I only missed one actual like light conversation with the people. Everything else was like turning on TVs and the telephones that have the numbers playing. But I'm not even sure if that counts. But that was all.
When I was a kid, my dad found a fox. It had been hit by a car and couldn't walk anymore. My mum went spare, of course. Made him keep it in the shed. He was already slipping away from us then. He spent hours with that fox, telling it all about Italy and the villages they bombed there. I was
It is a collector of time.
Oh.
No butterflies.
But that means that it also took Mary and Edward, even though they were killed by other things. Oh, butterfly. Yeah, see? Uh, doesn't make sense that it's all happening here and all of a sudden it's an issue. And how it's been traveling in space forever and it's just now got here. But it has Mary and it has Edward. It has people that it's never met. It apparently is also God. Because Jeremy. Doesn't really make sense, does it? It's a collector of... So it's just time travel? We're just writing it off as time travel? It's time travel, don't think about it. I don't really want to think about it if that's how much thought you put into
I
it.
watched the pattern lean in and time slow to almost nothing. I saw the flame leap from Stephen's hand and the moment hang in the air forever. I watched his face. And in the last second, I almost believe he saw me.
Well, he did.
He wasn't frightened or angry. I remember his expression, just like I remember it from the first time. Early that morning when he woke and, still half sleeping, said, "God, I love you." And I loved him as he entered the fire. And I let him go, knowing I wasn't ready to join him. We have held time to ourselves here in this place. Held the light to the ground because we were afraid of the coming dark. But now we understand that to cling to the light is not living. I've spent my life watching the illumination from a million dead stars reaching for me without grasping this meaning. The light we cast transcends our death. The pattern made by our living creates a bridge across the dark.
So that's what we've been seeing this whole time. The light everyone leaves. Except that Mary left no light, and Edward left no light, and Robert left no light, because none of them exist in the story proper. They're just names brought up. They don't matter enough. And all those old people that just walked away and disappeared, they don't matter. Mrs. Boughton, I think? Yeah, no, she doesn't matter. Who's she? I still like this game a lot, but...
It reaches out from the
Yeah,
shadow
there's
of
the
the
trophy.
tower, across the observatory, over the valley, and consumes the world. Everything is light now. Everything has come to rest. The world is scored by the traces we carved into it. Our presence is everywhere, the bridge joining our stories. This world existed before we came to it, and it will continue without us. In the empty fields and houses, our traces radiate, and others will come to dance in the light we cast. We can slip away gently, unafraid, knowing that everything will continue.
Is this whole game just coming to terms with death? Just on a global scale? It's like, well, I mean, all of our deaths don't really mean anything because... I mean, there's still obvious... As long as there's evidence that we lived our lives, it's fine. You have to leave something behind. I guess that's the point. I don't have any control. Or is that supposed to be me?
The end is coming now. I'm not afraid. We have each other. We lived apart from them. We understand now our failure to touch, to belong. But it doesn't matter anymore. Everybody is gone, and we will join them. We are born apart, driftwood on the banks of an endless dark ocean, and we will be carried away by the swell soon enough. But in between, in the single day of living, that dancing in a strip of sunlight, we can find what we miss. The love that makes us whole. The imminence. Everybody found their other. This pattern is mine.
So Kate's partner is just the idea, like just that thing that exists or maybe does not even exist. And so the end of the story is, nothing matters because reasons. That's kind of lazy. It's like, it all transcends physics and all that, but teleportation, time, who cares about any of those things? I was way more interested in the actual characters themselves than the science fiction plot twists. Not even plot twists. The science fiction element of this is the least interesting to me. I liked the characters interacting with one another. I liked the characters facing this issue more than... The issue itself isn't the issue. Like, that's not interesting. The journey is more important than the destination, I suppose. I wasn't expecting much from it. It is sentient, but also not. And it killed everyone except Kate for whatever reason. There's no reason it didn't kill Kate, even though that was one of the very first people that it met. One of the very first people it met and interacted with for the longest period of time. But she was the last one to go. And then some people just weren't important enough, apparently, for that thing to even care about them. Those old people? Fuck those old people. Mr. Coles? Fuck him. Mrs. Boughton? Fuck him. They just got to go immediately. And was this happening all over the world? Because she's talking in global scale. Like, the world will continue without it. Jane squared. Nice. But she's talking like everyone's dead, even though this was contained in the valley this entire time. And what are we supposed to be? Are we supposed to be her? Re-experiencing everything? But why would she care? She already knows all this stuff because she's been in contact with the pattern. Are we supposed to be the pattern and we're taking people? It's whatever. I don't know. I like the game. It's good. Don't look too far into it. But it's pretty. It's got really good music. It's got good writing and voice acting. And it's interesting enough. Oh well, now the actual these credits get no music though, because they're just okay, there it is. They're just businessmen in